Welcome to Student TV. My name is Masamkele Buka, and well, today I really do hope you're gonna enjoy the session because we do have a very young gentleman from Durban who has four businesses, ladies and gentlemen. I mean 4, and he is black. So, so ngizomnikeza nje ithuba ukuthi nje azethule just for him to introduce himself. But ke igama lakhe uSolwazi Maphosa. Yena ke uzobe seyichaza kabanzi ukuthi ungubani, wakuphi, wakhulela kuphi, udume ngani kahle kahle. You know, that's what we want to know today. Hello, sir.
Wow, okay. Thank you for introducing me with that energy.
Ngiyaphila njani?
I'm very well.
Good.
Yeah, who is Solwazi?
Yes.
I'm not from Durban.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah. So I'm currently based here. Ekhaya except Big Vili. That's where I grew up.
Where's those Java?
Was Java.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to rep in the entrepreneurship scene. So yeah, that's where I grew up. Did my primary school there. Ngaqale Jablani. So isikole semakhaya Jablani Primary School.
Connepekville.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did grade 1 to grade 4 there. And yeah, I was shining. I can say I was shining because I was performing well with my academics and I was representing the school. My state feds, my competition. So eskoleni there used to be these competitions where we go and speak Isingisi, we go and read like reading competitions.
Yeah.
And Tisha Isingisi grade 1 to grade 4, they used to take me all over the province because that one George. So
it was a thing, mangabu was Isingisi ngale.
Yeah, because iskole semakhaya, so they tried to put a light on that. Okay. They recognized that. So and that kind of got to Uma, and in grade 4 because Uma would teach, and she was like, you know what, I have means, the little that I have. And she wanted to take me to a scholarship drop-in, so grade 4. I finished grade 4 in Jablan, and then I have Payville Primary. Payville Primary, grade 4.
Oh, shame.
But I was cool with that. I was open to new experiences.
Definitely.
From that age, I was open to new experiences. Did my grade 4 to grade 7 in Payville Primary. And I then moved to Intamana High School, Friday, and then I did 2 years there, grade 8 and 9, and then I moved to Friday High School, where I did my high school, the rest of my high school. Finished my matric there. Then I went to UKZN for 2 years doing my Bachelor of Commerce. Which is then where really I discovered the entrepreneurial side of me. And I mean, it's always been there when I reflect back on it now, but I think that's when that switch was flipped on.
Yeah. Okay, before we even go to your higher education or, when everything started, I just want to just go back a bit. Back in primary and high school, you changed schools a lot.
Yeah.
So did that not affect you? Because I know I've always been in the same primary school from grade 1 until grade 7. High school, grade 8 to matric, both same school. So did that never affect you in any way?
I think it looking back at it now, I think it affected me positively. I always wanted to be like the cool kid. Not necessarily the cool kid, but I really always wanted to be like somewhere along where the attention is. And that really meant I had my work cut out for me because I have to get into that new school. chill with the right people and develop a reputation. So that kind of, set me on a path where I got comfortable making new friends, introducing myself in new spaces, and as time goes on, dominating those new spaces that I enter. So I think in that light, hey, it really worked out.
Wait, so in every school were you a cool kid? In every school you went to,
Depending on what cool is in that school. I mean, for example, Jablani, I was the academic guy,
Yeah.
Hey, I wouldn't say I was the nerd, but
I get you. Yeah. No, when I'm sure all time my girls try guys.
Yeah, but I was that guy. And Epewu Primary. So Epewu Primary was very big on sports and athletics, rugby. I was the captain of rugby in my grade 7 year.
You just took the question away from me. That was my next question. Were you into sports?
Yeah. So Epewu Primary, that's really what they remember me for. Was, sports. I was really I doubled down on sports. I became really
what did you play?
Oh man, I played rugby. So sports is seasonal up here.
Yeah.
So every term there's a new sport.
Sports, yeah. So what did you? Yeah.
First term I did athletics. I was long jump. I was a very big jumper. I had long jump and high jump. I remember in grade 7, the district round, I said Lee Smith, I walked away with 5 medals.
Wow.
Gold for long jump, silver for high jump, and then gold for 800 meters, gold for 1.5, and gold for 1.5 walking as well.
Damn.
So and then Nkamana is very academic intense. And there as well, when I came through, I was in the top 10, and then Gafika Friday high. I also did well with rugby. I was also very well in academics as well. So Friday high was kind of a mixed bag, but I think that's really me and excelling in spaces that I enter.
Yeah. Oh wow. Okay. And then so now let's get into your varsity years. Ngithanda ukwazi ukuthi there now. So that's when you actually decided to go to okay, as I have this. I want to start these businesses, or it was just one business that you thought, okay, I want to actually start this particular business, and then from there, business. That's when you saw, actually, I can actually do more than one business. Just tell me more about that.
So the entrepreneurship thing didn't necessarily start ever since.
Yeah.
It started way back at home. With of course influenced by Itaimer. Itaimer is a very established entrepreneur in Utu. When I was growing up, he had a business. He had a couple of containers around town, selling.
So he also had more than one business. Yeah, so like father, like son. Okay. Continue.
Like father, like son. Okay. Yeah, but I also do look at it like that to go to amongst Ivan and Zababa. I seem to be the one who's really taking after him, and the current success I'm having with my businesses reflects that to me a lot, and that's kind of cool because I think it's an example I really want to take after. But yeah, that's where it started.
Yeah.
So growing up with my father and back at home, so I really thought that helped shape who I am as an entrepreneur. And even my mother, right? The stories that she used to tell of my father, and that really shaped. So that's where it began, because there are a couple of incidences, like when my mother tells the stories of my upbringing. I mean, some of the things I don't even remember. Some of the things are like, really, that was me. Oh, okay. I mean, when she sees the things that I do now, she connects the dots for me so well, and I appreciate that for me. So yeah, I started with Ama Snacks back in when I was still young, and when we were growing up with cousin Mom, my grand then I say corner, and she would buy these large packets of snacks. Unkalo type of way, and I'm a keep, but she would buy them in the 2 kg packets.
Yeah.
And that was for us to snack, because singabafana sasidla. She didn't want us to do njalo semapotweni.
Yeah.
Isn't it manager? And I used to package those.
Excuse me. Oh my gosh, I don't have corona.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But yeah, she used to package them like that. No, I used to package them like that. Sorry. And you are dying to esangweni ekhaya. Because that's how I saw my way to Ekolin. They used to sell them like that.
Yeah.
And I thought, shoot, this is the thing. This is how it's done.
They were called vendors. We are Kumbuli. Don't buy from the vendors. I remember to buy from our school tuck shop.
Yeah.
But like, manje, we do understand those people are very important, because you know what, they're hustling for Emagube and what have you.
But here's an interesting thing. Yeah. Because at Jablani there was no tuck shop.
Is it? So you guys depended on...
only thing
Oh, wow.
This is how it works.
Yeah.
So I did it because it's the only thing I knew. I mean, we had tuck shops in the neighborhood.
Yeah, but not in Pagat.
So I used to on top of a board, have a whole board and stuff like that. And yeah, that's when really it started for me when I look back. So yeah, going back to varsity, then that's when the spark was like, oh man, there's you can make a living out of this thing. Like there are people that are making not even a living, but like a killing with this thing, with this entrepreneurship thing in like the mainstream economy.
Yeah. Okay. So now I want to know, because I really like your childhood story that you're telling me about. So I'm from what you've said, I'm getting that's where you got the inspiration from your dad, and then you actually started young. This whole thing.
But I didn't think of myself like the things that I was doing. I didn't think of myself like as an entrepreneur.
Back then, right?
People that are around me do.
But that means you actually grew with it. Exactly. Wow, that's amazing. I'm sure when you look back, you're just like, wow, it has always been there.
It gives me really good motivation to be like, oh man, this has always been part of my life. It's not something necessarily new, but it's just been at the back of my mind. I'm much more conscious of it.
Manje, what I want to know is ngenkathi udayisa esikoleni, right? I'm thinking at school. So people didn't take advantage of you like older boys and whatnot.
No, I could hold my own since very young. Hey, so I wasn't like I'm a bias.
Nemali ukwazi ukuyibala.
I used to save like ngange piggy bank, like uma ngithengile piggy bank when I was young. So yonke lo mali leyo ngivele ngifaka ku piggy bank.
Yeah.
And so uma wayewuthisha efundisa enquthu, right? So at the end of the month ngangikhala nogogo, so she would only visit Bigville at the end of the month. And we usually go to Mnambi tea. She would take me out, spend quality time with me, and that's when I would like crack open that piggy bank and splurge. Buy whatever I wanted to buy.
So your mother actually supported you at a very young age. She didn't mind because you taking amashipsi from home. So she didn't mind.
Yeah, well, Uma was like, hey, Maphosa, so she wasn't like against it.
It's a family thing.
She saw it for what it is.
It's a family thing.
Type of thing.
Yeah. Father like sad. I see. All right. So I just really want us to, get it into your businesses.
Okay.
So, ngifuna ukuthi ungitshele ukuthi amabhizinisi akho angani, waqala ngayiphi, why did you start ngalena, and mhlawumbe lena, how did it lead to the next one that you have? So just tell me more about your businesses.
I like how you laid that down. So, okay, because the story is exactly like that.
Is it?
So the backstory really is in my matric. Yeah, I think in my matric stage, because I was also in the first team rugby, and I was vice captain of the first team rugby. So yeah.
Can I ask a tricky question? How old are you now?
Me now, I'm 22. Just turned 22.
Wow. And you already have 4 businesses, guys. No, I shouldn't have asked. Nah. Now the pressure. What? Okay, carry on.
Everyone is really running.
Wow.
Running.
Yeah, no, totally, I get it. No. Yeah. Carry on, please.
So I wasn't quite happy with my matric, the way a lot of things happened. So in my first year of varsity, I really wanted to change the course that my life was on. I researched the space in varsity to see if I can change my network, and I started with Green Campus Initiative. It's called GCI, where it's all about saving the planet, recycling. I started there, trying to find my feet there, and I then also because I also had an interest in hip hop and rap. I looked into poetry nights, Westboro poetry nights, until I came across Enactus, right?
You do poetry, or you just interested in poetry?
Well, there's that poetic thing in me. I mean, look at his own motivation. There's really that poet in me that wants to speak and do so creatively.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah.
Bese ngizothi nje awushayele phela online one or two lines. Yeah, no, I get it.
Yes. So yeah. I came across Enactus, and Enactus really was where that entrepreneurship spark for me was really set aflame. I started there working on a project called Sex Space, right? It was
Sex Space.
Sex, like S-A.
Oh.
What? No.
Yeah. No, I'm thinking. Yeah.
S-A-C-K.
Yeah.
We started there. It was a very interesting perspective where we're trying to farm like agriculture, but using vertical sacs and all those things. Try to we're targeting the township because there is not a lot of arable land, so we're trying to bring like sacs that can fit into small space and plant a lot of vegetables on that side. It was kind of interesting to say, okay, there are these types of things. And then in 2019, there was a meeting of minds between the university's College of Law and Management Studies, a very good friend of mine there, Tandi Jumo, a club and society movement kind of thing called Denim Friday. One of the guys that run it is Uri, is a very good friend of mine as well. Very good friend of the platform as well, I think.
StudentTV.
Yeah,
Okay.
And then there was Enactus. So we came together and we created the cave. And the cave really was just about.
Okay, just to know that I'm following. So your first business was the cage.
The cave.
I mean the cave. I'm so sorry.
The cave. Yeah.
Yes.
So it was the first business I was leading.
Okay.
Yeah. So we started the cave with the aim of just empowering the the student entrepreneurship culture in UKZN. And that gave me a lot of experience. So the cave is still running till this day and is doing quite well. And through the cave, through Enactus, that's how I started this baby over here. It's really my favorite business. Like, it's so close to my heart. And the story with that is also quite interesting. So Campus Finance at that time of Enactus. So Enactus is a non-profit organization. So for daily expenses, we fundraise. So we sell stuff. And there was this initiative Campus Finance started at that time, late 2018. It was called Nostalgic Fridays. And with that, he was really bringing on the old childhood snacks, all those things. All those things.
What's that black sweet?
Champion.
Yes.
All those things.
Yeah.
So we're bringing back all those things, and I love selling. So I was there with him on the front line. We were fundraising with him, selling those things. And that's when I noticed, hey, Uti, the people actually connect with these things. You go to Ellisville and you think, how say UKZN people.
Yeah.
But no, man, people actually connect with these things. They appreciate us bringing these things to them, and they actually bought in spades. And I thought, man, that's really, really nice. And that's really what made me realize that, there's actually a business here. But what pushed me to start the business, funny enough, is there was an accountant from a big V who was running Afro Excel. Afro Excel is like a non-profit as well that aims to teach the entrepreneurship culture to kids in primary school. And the CEO of the organization contacted me and asked for my opinion on what could be done to really try to put that entrepreneurship seed in Ghana, primary, where I come from.
Yeah.
And I thought to myself, man, it would be such a great idea if these kids could start by shadowing mama during breaks, because being from there, I know entrepreneurially, that's the closest thing they're exposed to. So if you could start shadowing there, it could teach them a lot about business. And I thought to myself, man, sometimes I get on platforms like this, or I give people advice, and I think, but that was really good advice, hey? And then I also, think I could also apply this to myself.
Yeah.
And I really took that mission to say, okay, man, if those kids then are shadowing or learning from and
we saw on the streets.
I think it would be a great initiative for me personally to embody or to show them, okay, from there where things can actually go in the future, right, with this entrepreneurship thing. And that's where Umkalo really came from. And then
so you would actually go back and give back to your old school. Kahle is what you're saying. Would you consider doing that? Going back to your old school and be like, hey, ngiyacela for the kids who want to actually venture into entrepreneurship, because I feel like we really do need to start young, as you have started. Yeah. But manje, with the mentality of letting them know, Wuti, you know what, you are into you are starting a business, or you are learning towards being an entrepreneur. So you would consider something like that?
Yeah, maybe when I'm a little bit older and much more experienced, but I feel like I am doing a version of that now with the cave, because we're empowering so many of our peers with the work that we're doing in the cave. So I think once we have, as my peers, once we have really established ourselves and really set a path for ourselves, then I can start taking that experience and then imparting it on to younger people.
That would be really nice.
Yeah, I definitely.
I wish if I was younger, I would have had that experience. So definitely you should go for it.
Yeah, hey, I must say I've not been thinking that far.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think what's good about this is that I know someone who's already doing something like this, so it wouldn't be much of a stretch for me to venture into.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then there is Izulu Motivation. Izulu Motivation started the lockdown.
Something good came out of lockdown, guys.
Many good things came out of lockdown.
Yeah.
Many good things came out of lockdown. So yeah. So there are two sides really to Ilokunja, to Izulu Motivation. There's a personal story for me, and then there's a other people's story for me as well. So personally, how it started out is
yeah.
Like for me, like if you look at the page, you can see when I started out, I used to write izish in one sentence. Like I used to publish 2 sentences in a quote and have a background image, and the quote would be Isaka says Zulu.
Yeah.
Then the second sentence would be my interpretation of it, trying to explain it to people.
Yeah.
So I started out putting J because with the cave and with Enactus, you're going around the country, you're going around in all these spaces, you pitching, you are selling, and you're presenting. So that requires a lot of English, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I felt like I wasn't happy inside. I'm speaking so much English, and I feel like it's overtaking this Zulu Sam. So yeah, now from Zulu, Miss Jimmy exercise it, and then I started this page as a hobby. We looked down because I had time and a bit of data.
Yeah.
I had time and a bit of data, so I started the page, and then someone said to me, "Hey man, you could publish if you could put this quote, this specific quote on a T-shirt for me, I'd actually buy it from you."
Yeah.
Right. So I was like, "Oh really? Okay." Then I started moving into 3-4 word quotes, and those really picked up. And I started then putting out marketing content saying, "Okay guys, you can actually get this quote in a T-shirt," and people were like, "Oh okay," people were embracing it and actually ordering. I was like, "Oh okay, this has turned into a business."
Yeah.
And then there was Smart Grow, which is the 4th business. And it started under Enactus as well. It was a business started to solve the problems that rose because of the COVID, right? We couldn't go to eat or much because of the social distancing. It was hectic shopping at that time. So the Enactus team launched a platform called Smart Grow. Where you could place an order for your groceries online, and working with a couple of guys, Uber and Bolt, to do deliveries to you around Durban. And that's the 4th business that I'm involved in. Yes.
All right. So, Kateng Lokangizo, you speaking about this page. I just started off. So I want to know: do you run all 4 pages of your business? Like, do you run them, or do you have people assisting you?
Umkalo and Izulu Motivation. So those businesses are fully mine. Right? So I run them wholesomely. The Cave and the Smart Grow, they started under Enactus.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But the current initiative is commercializing them. And for the Cave and the Smart Grow, I am taking the lead on that. So, but I'm very much involved in the social media presence as well. Like I'm a graphic designer.
Wow, that's interesting.
On the side, yeah. So I make all the posters, most of the posters.
Yeah.
For either Cave, Smart Grow, Mkalo, Izulu Motivation as well. So yeah, I'm very involved in the social media platforms.
Oh, okay.
Of the businesses. Yeah.
So because I'm already seeing Kalo here, I just want to speak more about it. So with Kalo, what were the challenges in Mhlampe that you came across? Were there any challenges that you faced? Usayiqala business siphakathi nendawo and kuze kube namhlanje.
With Umkalo, really, the biggest challenge that I have with Umkalo is the stigma, hey? Mm-hmm. I think what I can attribute it to, but a lot of resistance that I face with regards to the brand is, people were like, but there's that stigma. It's not healthy, and so I've that's really a big challenge that I'm facing with Umkalo, and I'm really trying to understand. Okay, what is at play here? Is do they really have this effect? Because go slow, like you see, go slow, you see that. I go to a wholesaler and I buy that 2 kg version of go slow, and that's what I sell. And go slow, like in the packet, it doesn't have that stigma to your cool sign. So I don't know really what is it with the stigma.
I think it's the packaging, honestly. It must be the packaging because I'm trying to
think about it. Okay, what is it? But that's really one challenge that I face. People have that attitude towards it. Challenges with Umkalo. With the packaging, the challenge with the packaging is the shelf life for me. Really,
the shelf life. How?
The shelf life, because after let's say a week. Mm-hmm. The quality starts to degenerate. Like we are because plastic. So the challenge for me is then getting the stock moving within a period of 7 days. And that's a really big challenge. Just distribution, because I don't have a car yet.
Yes. Love that.
So distribution, like for example, I just launched in 2 tuck shops Kwamashi right now. Just recently moved to Wasisi.
Kwamashi no Mlaz.
Sorry, Mlaz. We just launched Dana's tuck shop, Gasema Containini, and roadside tuck shop. Close to Kwamatanda High School. So we just launched there. They've agreed to stock for us, and I do the marketing. So distribution, I have to walk from Gasesi, where I stay, to a shop, whether I'm selling or whether I'm restocking. And I feel like that's my current limit right now. If I have to think about scaling it even further, how do I transport it? As well as procurement, because our suppliers are me for the stickers, for the plastics, for the snacks. They are based here in Durban, so you get the cheapest price. So I'm in town a lot, back and forth between Umlazi and Durban. Those are the challenges that I'm really facing with Umkalo. But marketing wise, I think I'm covering a lot. I'm compensating a lot for those challenges when it comes to the marketing, and that really gives me good motivation to say, okay, there are all these things that you still faced with now with regards to moving the product. There's a lot of attention on the business.
Okay. So now I'm actually carrying this and I'm thinking I want one. So how much can I get this for?
Okay, there's a funny story. So when you started out UKZN Westville, it was amongst our students who have bursaries, who have NSFAS allowances. So it was 250 when we started out, but because I'm venturing into Ekasi, like UKZN Westboro campus, it was in high demand, so people could bear the price.
Yeah.
So now I'm getting my
Actually, that's how
the price to Randi.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because there's also like compensation. Like you can get go slow orange
for R1.
For R1, But then it for me then it was like, yeah, but why am I gonna pay you $250 now?
Yeah.
For our So I had to reduce the price, and I think people are really accepting the price as well as the effort behind the brand. So I think those two things combine really well. The price, uturandi, and the effort. I think people are like, okay, I see what you're doing with these snacks.
Yeah.
And the price is reasonable because of what you're doing.
Yeah.
And I feel fine with paying the price for what I'm getting. So that's the price, and so I'm planning on taking it to
you're taking my questions. Yeah, no, it's fine, carry on. Because I was gonna ask, so where do you see Umkalo in the next 5 years, maybe 10 years?
In the next 5 years, 10 years.
Yeah, and
okay, that's a different question.
Is it? Okay, then
no, I was just speaking on what I'm trying to do in my townships right now. Is I really wish to get it into many more tuck shops and get it known about.
Mm-hmm.
But in the next 5 to 10 years, I really want to take it full circle. So full circle for me means really venture into full packaging. Like full packaging.
Oh, yes.
Chips, Lays, there.
It's called foil packaging.
It is foil.
Yeah, no, I'm just asking.
Yes.
I mean, I didn't know that, so I'm learning something from.
So move from like my big vision is to really move from plastic packaging to foil packaging, and that will really be like a dream come true for Umkalo.
Yeah.
But for now, I'm really just invested in building the story and having people like I want it when it's at that stage for people to be really connected to it because they know where it comes from, and it kind of represents us as a people to say, hey guys, we come from these struggles that shaped our background to be like this, the way that it is. But now, as a people, we are finding our voice in the global community, and we have the power now to really shape our narrative, right? And so really Umkalo is just an extension of that. So the long-term vision is really to venture into foil packaging and present a South African version of Lay's, Cheetos, and all these big brands of snacks that are out there.
All right. So what I want to know is, what strategies do you have or have you used or that you plan to use? Because I mean, njengoba ubusho nawe earlier on ukuthi
marketing.
No, like ubusho earlier on ukuthi, I mean, somebody might buy Umkalo for 50 cents or 1 rand. I mean, I can get it no meaning mengfuna. So when I yin or oyenzayo to make sure that people actually purchase Umkalo wakho lo specifically. So what are your strategies? Do you have any strategies? Wenze njani ukuthi abantu bazi ngawo and bakhethe ukuthenga lo wakho?
So me, the thing that I really enjoy in business is marketing. Like I have a lot of fun with marketing, and Umkalo is really fun because it's a product. That means a lot of people can engage with it. A lot of people then. That engagement with the product from individuals helps me create a lot of content for it. So we have right now, when we started, we have something called Umkalo Post Challenge, and it's something like this. Like when I used to sell them, definitely.
Yeah.
Back on campus, I used to sell them definitely bring in down and display them. And when customers would come and buy, I would take a picture of them and put it on our Instagram page.
Yeah, socials.
So something like this, to however you want.
Okay, let's try it.
So it's just
anything, like I can bring it close to me.
Yes,
it can be.
That's the Mkalo pose challenge. You can really go to town with it. That's really the marketing strategy that really established Mkalo as a brand. And along the journey, there have been other marketing strategies that I've come across due to my engagement with people. So we recently launched Mkalo Fingers. So Mkalo Fingers is really just this sign. So this is the Mkalo Fingers sign. Because mudla bethu umkalo, you know, imvuthu bethu zishithumbala.
Yeah, I guess Salela, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And the turn is red. So we really try to play with that to say, guys, we all know but if umkalo, your finger, the color of your fingers change, and your lips change,
your tongue, definitely.
And those are the things that we grew up happening. We must say that our snacks, you know, and we really try to bring the fun back into that. So there's the umkalo fingers that really gonna be pushing in the next coming months, and there are other things that I'm really toying with. There's one that came across. Snap before you snack. So it's a hashtag that I'm since I'm venturing into my tuck shops now, and I'm not going to be engaging directly with the
customers.
So encouraging customers to, before they snack, they must snap. Right? And then tag.
Definitely.
So
that's a good idea.
Because Mkalo Post Challenge started because I was there, like I was selling it to you, and then I could take the picture of you. Now since in some tuck shop, I'm no longer physically selling it to you. So kind of shifting the narrative and the I guess the effort to the customer to really keep the fun going.
Definitely, that's absolutely amazing. Now, what I also want to know is, with Mkalo, who would you want to work with or partner with?
Or in what sense? Because there are a lot of people I'd like to work with. I think distribution-wise, I would definitely like to partner with Tru Foods. So Tru Foods is the company that makes like the snacks, micro snacks. I really want to get into that, the production side of it. I really want to be involved in that business, the packaging business as well. For companies that like Zanzi, you really want to work with them. And I've considered Ushoprite, and I've had a lot of experience with Ushoprite through Smart Grow. But I would definitely like to see it in my shelf finish as Ushoprite. Checkers, I'm a supermarket in South Africa. So those are the in terms. So that's why I asked, Puti, what do you do? There's also really the marketing aspect of it, right? I've been since the platform has had Upuleki here on the platform. Really been thinking about the possibility of working with Upuleki on the brand, because Upuleki really is that guy as well. His sound is very modern, and it's also it connects to the culture, say South Africa, and the youth, and that's what we're trying to do with Mkalo. So that's the whole board.
I see.
Of people I'd like to work with.
Just keeping it original, definitely.
Really trying to take like the authentic South African experience out there to the world.
Okay, and with iZulu Motivation, who would you want to work with? Mhlambe, let me just first ask you, ukuthi ungakhetha bani between Sjava no Big Zulu?
What?
Sjava or Big Zulu? You don't have time to think about it.
Wow. Let's say it's Java, because I've been listening to Java, like Big Zulu recently blew. But I've known about Big Zulu because he was very local, but he was like underground during that time. So Java, I've listened to him for a very long time, more than I've listened to Big Zulu. So for that reason, I would choose Java. But I definitely love them both, man. I think they're representing it really in a way that makes me think, hey, man, from this neighborhood, like big names have come.
Yeah.
And that means that I really have a shot at taking me and my work in my field to a very big level, because there have been people who've come from the same neighborhood, from the same experiences that
very inspirational,
well,
right?
And they're doing incredible things in the mainstream right now in the world.
So njengobusu ungakhetha uSijaba, so how would you want to work with him regarding iZulu motivation? Ungabona ukuthi angathi angafitha kuphi kanjani?
uSijaba?
Yeah.
Beyond him wearing my products, actually just made me think. If we could have like a Java X Zulu motivation quotes where we doing exclusive codes made by Java, like we're printing merch with exclusive codes.
By Java.
Yeah. I think that would slap. That would slap. I just thought of that on the spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think that would be really cool.
And I think for Lula for you to actually connect with him, because I mean, you guys come from the
exactly. What's the Hamburg? Like Hamburg, when I say Betan. So it's like here and here, literally.
Would you like take a taxi to go there?
Taxi to go there is like not more than 30 rands.
Okay, as hours or minutes.
20 minutes.
Is it?
Yeah, 20 minutes. One taxi there, 10 minutes. One taxi there. Taxi to town, then taxi to Hamburg.
Wow.
So 20 minutes.
Wow. Okay, I also have another question for you. Ungakhetha bani between uVusi Thembekwayo DJ Sbu?
Why did you do that?
Vusi Thembekwayo DJ Sbu. Real quick. 3, 2. Come on.
DJ Sbu. I would say for now.
I love DJ Sbu.
The current work that I'm doing, I think it really speaks with Umkalo, for example.
Yeah.
Really, the model of entrepreneurship that DJ Sbu embodies, I think, is what works for Umkalo, for me, pushing Umkalo. But yeah, like I said, man, I have the Cave and I have Smart Grow as well. And those two businesses really need the entrepreneurial style. So that's why it's very difficult for me to choose between those two, because in my businesses I have to kind of merge those two personalities, I guess.
Okay, and I wanted to ask Uguti, would you I know with UTJ Sbu since ukhethe and I know with UTJ Sbu with umofaya wakhe, he just literally wathatha yonke investments ayenayo and then he just put it into Imofaya. So I want to know what's with you, and after he did that, he then obviously why your Taisa and Kakon like Emaropotin. So all I want to ask was now maybe once you've made it higher than you are right now, would you also do the same products on the streets, on the robots? Is that something you would consider doing?
Well, it's kind of what I'm doing.
You're already doing it.
Because I've just recently launched Emma Tuck Shop. People don't know Umkalo.
Yeah, but I mean that's like a tuck shop. So
yeah, but even a tuck shop, the only thing Umkalo is inside the tuck shop.
Yeah,
but people don't know what Umkalo is inside the tuck shop. Number one,
yeah,
they don't know what Umkalo is. Like I have posters there in Wabenga Pand.
Yeah,
but I'm like, we had a photo shoot with Wednesday. right? And after that photo shoot, I went back to to a tuck shop, and I had to put the posters up there, had to introduce the brand to people, I had to talk to people and tell them, guys, you saw that promotion, that photo shoot, it was about this brand, this is what we're trying to do. So even after this, I'm going to be going back to a tuck shop because, we're really big on social media, but being on the ground and engaging with the people that come to a tuck shop as a hotel, those are the people that are going to buy. So I do the DJ Smooth.
You're already doing it.
Yeah, because I have to. Otherwise, it's not going to move. It's just going to be on the shelves, and it's going to be nice Instagram content, and I'm not going to be making sales.
Yeah,
that kind of defeats the purpose.
Yeah, I like that. I like Leontole because targets won't be on Instagram. So the fact that you are actually going out there, I'm
very conscious of that. It's very dangerous to have your business just as a content creation thing. You know?
Yeah.
So I'm not a content creator, I'm an entrepreneur. So there's a fine line.
Yeah, but you know what I also like is the fact that you're also a graphic designer. So that's just really amazing. You have a lot of other talents and skills. So it's really amazing.
It was kind of a must though for me to learn to be a graphic designer. Otherwise, you can't necessarily. So a lot of marketing is done on social media, online, and you can't necessarily. It's gonna cost you if you don't have the skill yourself.
Yeah,
right. It's very expensive. Like,
I get it because you have to
get
a lot
of content, a lot of good marketing content.
Yeah, definitely. But you know what? I've really enjoyed having you today. Because of time, I know I have so many other questions, but because of time, I have to let you go. Yeah. But before I let you go, I obviously want you to just, any words of motivation or anything that you would like to put out there, for people to get from you, or to learn from you, or show you this is what I stand by as, Solwazi.
I think if you really look at my businesses, my main objective is really trying to figure out how we can take South African products and put them into the global market, right? I think there are a lot of really good businesses in South Africa, but they don't have exposure in terms of distribution, especially exposure to international markets, and I think that's where economy is because we're not exporting much of our products that are run by people from here. So that's one thing that I really try to do in my businesses, in my entrepreneurship journey. Try to figure out how we can take products and entrepreneurs as well, prepare them for being competent and on a global stage. So whether it's through the cave where we training student entrepreneurs to be eloquent in articulating their businesses, whether it's in Smart Grow where we're trying to figure out how we can solve the distribution question for the products that we have, especially in relation to food, whether it's Umkalo here where we're really trying to figure out the nature of the question and to say, okay, these products or this amount of wealth that exists in our communities, how can we package it nicely and let the international community experience what we do here in Mzansi, how we live, how we eat.
Wow. I'm personally inspired. I don't know about you at home, but get yourself Zulu motivation. Please show off your t-shirt.
Guys, this year we put on motivational quotes for you here in this Zoom. So for example, this one is written Impilo Idingi Sibindi. And I think that just says it.
Yeah, it's self-explanatory.
Yeah.
It's life needs a liver. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Thank you so much for tuning in. You know what you have to do. Just subscribe, comment down there. You know, follow. Where can we follow? Follow you.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
So you can follow Mkalo on Instagram. It's mkalo.snacks. Zulu Motivation. It's Zulu Motivation, one word. The Cave. It's the_cave_SA. And then Smart Grow. It's Smart Grow _ So yeah, we're mainly based on Instagram right now. But yeah, we're venturing into Twitter, Facebook, and recently launched a YouTube channel for The Cave as well.
Oh, lovely.
All the interviews that we're having are going to go up there. So the YouTube channel for The Cave is the_cave_SA as well, same as the Instagram handle.
All right.
And yeah, personally, I'm not on social media.
But the businesses
I
are.
don't want my personal brand competing with my business brand.
Yeah.
I really want to invest all my all.
Yeah.
All of my all in my businesses, yeah.
Alrighty, thank you so much for tuning in. I was Solwazi Maphosa interviewing here the very intelligent and business-minded Solwazi. I love your name, by the way. Absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for tuning in. Subscribe, like, share. You know the works. Toodles, Student TV, South Africa. You know what it is, right? Toodles. Bye.